Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Triple H is leading WWE into a new era. Monday Night Raw is moving to Netflix, SmackDown is moving to 3 hours, and NXT is developing talent for the future. So far, the game's vision has been a formula for success. With business booming, part of the success comes from the King of Kings being able to properly use most of the top talent in World Wrestling Entertainment. He is very careful with how he books most of the top stars in the company. One talent Triple H has obviously been hands-on with is Rhea Ripley. The Eradicator is a once-in-a-lifetime performer who has exceeded even the most optimistic expectations for a superstar. She is legitimately one of the biggest names in the industry today. Still, the game has to be careful to not mess up a good thing. This article will take a look at 4 mistakes Triple H must avoid making with the Ripper in 2025, which includes pushing a feud past the expiration date, dabbling in romantic stories, and more. Below are 4 mistakes Triple H must not make with Rhea Ripley in WWE in 2025. 4. She should not continue to feud with Liv Morgan much into 2025. The story of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan has been a fascinating one. The two briefly teamed up together before Mommy betrayed the Miracle Kid. From there, Rhea joined the Judgment Day on WWE television. In the past year or so, things have really heated up. Now Liv Morgan is the heel and had a revenge tour that saw her take everything from the Eradicator. The two are now set to clash on the January 6th edition of WWE Monday Night Raw over the Women's World title. While the match will no doubt be good and the feud has been compelling, this should mark the end of their rivalry. To avoid things from becoming stale, which will ultimately hurt Rhea, the feud has to end early in 2025 and January 6th may be the perfect time. Triple H needs to just have Ripley win the gold and move on. 3. Rhea Ripley should not turn heel in WWE. Rhea Ripley is one of WWE's most popular stars. The pops the talented performer routinely receives from the audience are unreal and happen to be on the level of other massive names such as Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Given how popular she is and the merchandise she constantly moves, it would be a massive mistake for Triple H to turn Rhea heel in 2025. While she could have epic babyface clashes with Bianca Belair or Io Sky, she should not turn heel to make any of these bouts happen. 2. She should not have another romantic storyline in WWE. Nobody expected Rhea Ripley to engage in a romantic storyline on WWE television, but that happened when she recruited Dominic Mysterio to the Judgment Day. While it initially just seemed to be flirting and teasing, that changed over time. Dirty Dom and Rhea represented the Judgment Day as a couple on WWE programming. Later, Dominic dumped Rhea for Liv Morgan, and that was another key part of the story. All in all, it helped to get all three more over and provided entertaining television. With that being said, Rhea shouldn't be in a proper relationship story again anytime soon. The teaser with Jey Uso was fun, but she is a powerful character who doesn't need to be bogged down with these kinds of silly angles. She is over and those stories can go to those who need help instead. 1. The Eradicator should be allowed to wrestle on Raw more regularly. The last entry on this list is a mistake Triple H has already potentially made with Rhea Ripley that needs to be rectified in 2025 and not made again. Rhea Ripley should be allowed to wrestle on WWE Raw more often. Throughout 2024, Rhea wrestled on Raw just 3 times. Of those bouts, 2 were in singles matches against WWE stars Ivy Nile and Raquel Rodriguez. The other bout was a tag team match. While Rhea working less often makes her feel special, she shouldn't wrestle so little that fans forget how talented she is. Ripley competing a little more frequently in major main events won't diminish her star power, but it will allow for the talented star to put on bangers for fans who long for that sort of thing. Rhea Ripley has become one of WWE's most compelling stars, consistently delivering in the ring and captivating fans with her charisma and edgy persona. As 2025 unfolds, her status as a dominant force in the women's division and WWE overall is undeniable. However, sustaining her momentum requires careful booking decisions from Triple H and the creative team. Here are 4 crucial mistakes Triple H must avoid to ensure Rhea Ripley's star power continues to shine. 1. Overexposure as the dominant champion. One of Rhea Ripley's greatest strengths is her aura of invincibility, amplified by her reign as Women's World Champion. While her dominance is a major draw, there's a fine line between maintaining her mystique and making her repetitive. Overexposing Ripley in squash matches or predictable title defenses could backfire, as fans may start to see her as unbeatable to the point of boredom. Instead, Ripley should be booked in nuanced storylines where her character is tested emotionally and physically. Triple H should place her in feuds that highlight her vulnerabilities while showcasing her resilience. For example, a rivalry with a cunning underdog like Roxanne Perez or a veteran like Becky Lynch could provide the perfect balance of unpredictability and drama. Mistake to avoid: Rhea's dominance turning into a stale, one-dimensional narrative that alienates fans rather than captivating them. 2. Undermining the Judgment Day's cohesion. Rhea Ripley has been a cornerstone of the Judgment Day, contributing significantly to the faction's success. Her interactions with Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest have created some of WWE's most entertaining segments. However, disbanding or weakening the Judgment Day prematurely could diminish Ripley's momentum. Triple H must carefully manage the faction's dynamic, ensuring that any tension or breakup storyline serves all members involved, especially Ripley. A rushed implosion or poorly executed betrayal could hurt her character, stripping away the layers that make her intriguing. Instead, if the Judgment Day eventually disbands, Ripley should emerge as the leader or a breakout star. This would solidify her status as one of WWE's top-tier talents, rather than leaving her to flounder without direction. Mistake to avoid: breaking up the Judgment Day without a compelling payoff that enhances Ripley's legacy. 3. Neglecting intergender opportunities. One of Rhea Ripley's defining traits is her willingness to blur the lines between WWE's men's and women's divisions. Her confrontations with male superstars, particularly Dominic Mysterio's rivals, have made her stand out as a fearless, boundary-breaking performer. Ignoring this unique aspect of her character would be a missed opportunity. In 2025, Triple H should explore carefully crafted intergender matches or segments that push Ripley's boundaries further. While WWE has historically been cautious about intergender wrestling, Ripley's stature and credibility make her the perfect candidate to bridge the gap. Imagine Ripley facing off against someone like Chad Gable or Ricochet in a competitive match. It would be groundbreaking and elevate her legacy. Mistake to avoid: limiting Ripley's character to the women's division alone, missing the chance to showcase her versatility. 4. Rushing a face turn. Rhea Ripley's heel persona is one of the most compelling in WWE. Her menacing demeanor, sharp promos, and unapologetic confidence make her a standout villain. While a face turn could happen eventually, rushing it in 2025 would be a grave mistake. A sudden shift in alignment without proper build-up could alienate fans who love Ripley's current persona. It's essential that her eventual turn, if it happens, feels organic and tied to a meaningful storyline. For example, a slow-burn redemption arc where she distances herself from the Judgment Day and takes on a corrupt authority figure would feel authentic. Mistake to avoid: turning Ripley into a generic babyface, stripping away the edge that made her popular. Rhea Ripley is one of WWE's brightest stars, and her potential to shape the company's future is immense. However, maintaining her momentum requires thoughtful booking that avoids these key pitfalls. Triple H must balance her dominance, leverage her unique character, and ensure her storylines remain engaging. By steering clear of overexposure, poorly executed faction changes, neglecting intergender opportunities, and rushing character shifts, WWE can continue building Ripley as a once-in-a-generation talent. As fans continue to rally behind the Eradicator, the possibilities for her growth in 2025 are limitless, so long as the creative team stays on course.